Guys, welcome back to T2 Time Preparedness channel. I am so sick and so tired of seeing and hearing people tell others that they're too old to prep, or they're too fat to be a good prepper, or even that they're not spending enough money to be a good prepper. I see it here in this comment section. I see it on other people's comment section. I go to Facebook and I see it in the groups that I'm in, and I even see it from you. Yes, you fellow content creators. I see you guys promoting this idea that prepping is this cookie cutter model, that you have to be a certain age, you have to be a certain weight limit, or you have to spend a certain amount of money to be a good prepper. We want and we need more preppers in this world, and you people out here who are telling them they're too sick, too fat, too old, too ugly to become preppers, you're not helping the cause. More preppers means more views on our channel. It means more subscribers. It means more money in your pocket. But more importantly, on a home front level, more preppers benefits you. The more people in your town, in your community, on your street that you can convert to this prepping religion as it is, it benefits you. It benefits me that the old man next door grows a garden. It benefits me that the fat guy down the road has a generator, because now they're not coming to me for resources. Now they can take care of themselves. And who am I to judge what they look like, how old they are, what they spend on their preps? It's not me. It's not coming out of my pocket. I don't care. What I do care about is now they're more prepared. And this whole idea that some of you guys out there have, that it takes a certain cookie cutter model to be preppers, is wrong. Like everything else, prepping comes in all different shapes, forms, sizes, and even religions. And here's the thing, I might not survive whatever this zombie apocalypse, alien invasion, World War III scenario you've got going on in your head is, but neither will you. A lot of preppers out there, a lot of channels out there think that they're going to be the governor because they're prepared, because they fit some certain cookie cutter model. And you might think that you're going to become the governor like in The Walking Dead at the end of the world, but chances are your ass is going to be one of them zombies in the first 2 days. Now I have a question for all of y'all who play this cookie cutter model game. Who makes the rules? Who sets the rules? And at what point in time does the IPC, the internet prepping community, come for your stuff? Let's start with age. How old is too old to be a prepper? Is it 40? Is it 50? Is it 60? Let's say it's 50 years old. After 50 years old, your life isn't worth living anymore. So does that mean on your 50th birthday, after you've blown out the candles and cut the cake, a bunch of geeks from the internet come knocking on your door and say, "Hey buddy, we heard you turned 50 today, so all those beans, that rice, all them firearms and that ammo you were having for the end of the world, for some sort of apocalyptic situation, is ours now. Let's go to weight." How fat is too fat to be a prepper? Is it 5 pounds overweight? Is it 10 pounds overweight? What are we measuring by? Are we measuring by the BMI, the body mass index? Because if so, if you are in shape, if you have muscles, you are overweight according to the BMI. Unless you are a runner and that is all you do, and you run and you are super skinny, you look like a freaking board, then you're overweight. At what point in time are you going to show up to my house and say, "Shoo, buddy, you're 10 pounds overweight. It's time to give up your rice. It's time to give up your beans. That pile of canned food you have in the corner." Nah, man, that goes to the skinny feller. Let's talk about money now. Money is a tough subject for a lot of people, especially in today's environment. How is it any of your problem that this person over here doesn't spend enough on prepping? How is it any of your issue that they don't spend enough? Because they don't have enough to spend. They want to keep the lights on their house, which you say they don't need. They want to keep food on their table, which you again say they can go 21 days without. So you're thinking that they have more money to prep. But have you ever reached out? Have you ever said, "Here man, here's 20 bucks, go buy you some rice"? No, probably not. But you'll sit here on the internet and you'll bitch and complain because this person over here is only spending $30 a month on prepping. It's making them look bad as a prepper because they don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to spend on prepping a year. Here's the thing, most of our favorite preppers fall into 2 of 3 of these categories. Kathleen and Jonathan, the Provident preppers, they are up in age. I don't know how old they are, but they're at least 45, 50 years old. Are you going to their house to knock on their door to tell them that they're fake preppers? To tell them that they're not real because they're too old to prep? Cliff, the urban prepper. Now, I've never met this man before, and don't take this as an insult, but the man has kids. The man works a full-time job and does YouTube on the side, but chances are he's overweight. Are you going to go to Cliff's house, the urban prepper's house, one of the biggest prepping names in the community, and say, hey buddy, sorry, you're overweight, you're too fat to be a prepper, I'm going to need all your gear, you're going to have to shut down your YouTube channel because you're too fat. Now luckily, most YouTube preppers don't fall into this third category of being too poor, but a lot of us watching do. How much is enough to spend to be considered a prepper? Is it $5 a month? Is it $20 a month? Is there a minimum cutoff? I would say no. But according to many of you people on the internet, many of you content creators, there is. And here's my next question for you out there promoting this cookie cutter model. When do I get to start making the rules? When do I get to start calling people out on things that they don't have? What if I said, hey listen buddy, you don't have any hair. To be a prepper you need long flowing locks because it's going to help you. That sounds like complete bullshit, ain't it? It absolutely is, but it's the same thing that y'all were doing with these other 3 categories. What if I watch your videos and I say, well that's cool, but you're a fake prepper, you're not actually a prepper because you live in your mom's basement, because you live in an apartment. Me, I own 6 acres of land. And I don't consider you a prepper unless you own 6 acres or more of land. Because you cannot go out in your mom's basement and grow your own food. So it goes back to the whole idea of prep your own prep. Leave people the hell alone. It doesn't matter if they're 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 50 pounds overweight. Oh, you're not going to survive the event that I'm thinking of. No, but they're going to survive every other event out there. How many fat people have survived hurricanes? A lot. How many fat people have survived tornadoes? A lot. Old people. How many old people have survived the Great Depression? A whole lot more than the young people. Old people understood what needed to be done. What about money spent on prepping? How many people were poor before the 10-year hyperinflation event in Venezuela? A lot. How many poor people are there now? Even more. And those originally poor people knew what needed to be done to get by before the hyperinflation started. It wasn't so much of a kick in the teeth as it is for people who spend too much money on useless junk. So I understand that this is a rant video and a lot of you viewers are going to be displeased with this video, and I get it. But understand, these people that believe in this cookie cutter model, you have to look like this, you have to be like this, and you have to spend this much money, are talking about you when they bring that up. And I understand not everyone has a voice to come on here and shut them down. So I am urging the prepping community to do it for you. We need more preppers in this world. We need more preppers on this platform. Good preppers. Not preppers that come out here and talk crap about their audience, but ones that actually promote the idea of prepping. By telling someone they're too old, too fat, or don't spend enough on prepping, that is not helping. By telling someone that they're not going to survive whatever dumbass event that you're thinking of in your head that you're going to be the king of, that's not helping. What is helping? Telling people to go out here and stock up on food, telling people to go out here and build a garden, telling people to go out here and test their bags. Be ready, because hurricanes, tornadoes, fires, floods, earthquakes, power outages, cyber attacks happen. And guess what? The old people are going to survive. The fat people are going to survive. The poor people are going to survive. They might not survive whatever BS you're thinking of in your head, but chances are neither are you. So if you are a content creator, if you are one of these people promoting this stupid ass idea that there's a cookie cutter model to be a prepper, shut it down. Quit talking crap about your own audience. Quit talking crap about the people who watch you, who give you a paycheck. And start actually helping them. Because one day these people are going to wake up. One day these people are going to realize, hey, that was directed towards me. Hey, that was a shot at me. Screw this guy. Unsubscribe, delete the channel, block the channel, report the channel. It only takes a few flags before you're demonetized. And I know a bunch of you guys out here who rely on this YouTube paycheck. I know a lot of you out there, this is your only job. So eventually you talk bad enough about your own audience and they shut you down. Your audience built you. Your audience can easily destroy you. Let me be the first to tell you, there is no cookie cutter model for prepping. There is no one size fits all for prepping. You don't have to be a certain age, you don't have to be a certain weight, and you don't have to spend a certain amount of money. You prep how you feel and you want to prep. If you want to prep with a bunch of Chinese crap from Amazon, you do that as long as you feel comfortable. If you want to go to Cabela's and spend $30,000 to build a bug out bag, you do you. As long as you can sleep better at night, knowing that you're taking care of yourself and your family. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how fat you are, how skinny you are. I don't care if you're 180 or if you're 15. And I don't care if you spend $1,000 a month or $1,000 a day. As long as you're promoting prepping in a healthy manner. Guys, again, I understand this is a rant video, and if you have seen, if you have heard, if you know of people who have tried to put this cookie cutter model onto prepping, let me know down in the comment section. You ain't got to call them out. You ain't got to say, oh, this was Tom's prepping, because chances are most of my audience has heard something along the lines. So guys, again, remember this whole idea. Prep your own prep. There is no cookie cutter model for prepping. Have a good day and stay safe out there. T2 out.